Welcome to this week's Clarion Energy News. I'm Elizabeth Ingram, Content Director for Clarion Energy. Here are the top 3 stories we've been following. The Energy Web Foundation has launched the world's first public, open-source, enterprise-grade blockchain tailored to the energy sector, called the Energy Web Chain. More than 10 foundation affiliates, including utilities, grid operators, and blockchain developers, are hosting validator nodes for the live network, according to the company. These organizations are the foundation of the Energy Web Chain's public Proof of Authority network design, a publicly accessible Ethereum-based network with permissioned validators. The chain itself is public. Any company, individual, or internet-connected device can transact across the network without permission. This Proof of Authority-based design comes with 3 additional benefits for the energy sector: scalability, energy efficiency, and increased regulatory compliance. The Energy Web Foundation formed in early 2017 and now has more than 100 affiliates. A growing list of respected utilities and grid operators have launched demonstrations, pilots, and even pre-commercial deployments on Energy Web test networks, including PJM EIS, SP Group, Acciona, and Iberdrola. Number 2. The United Kingdom has reached a tipping point in its electricity generation, and this year will, for the first time since the Industrial Revolution, get more of its energy production from zero-carbon sources rather than fossil fuels. National Grid has revealed data that shows that power from wind, solar, nuclear, and hydropower, along with energy storage, will overtake coal and gas-fired generation in 2019. Britain's move to clean energy has been dramatic in the last decade. In 2009, 75.6% of generation came from coal and gas, with 22.8% from renewables and nuclear. But in 2019, that percentage is 46.6% for coal and gas, while renewables and nuclear edge ahead with 47.9%. Last month, Britain achieved its first coal-free fortnight and generated record levels of solar power for 2 consecutive days, powering more than a quarter of the country's daily electricity consumption. Greenpeace UK's chief scientist, Dr. Doug Parr, said the clean energy tipping point was, quote, a watershed moment in British energy history and a sign that we're broadly heading in the right direction. And now our top story. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has issued the Affordable Clean Energy Rule and simultaneously repealed the Clean Power Plan. EPA says this new rule, quote, empowers states to reduce emissions while providing affordable and reliable energy for all Americans. Nothing published to date regarding the Affordable Clean Energy Rule makes any mention of hydropower or other renewable energy sources. In fact, the only source of energy production mentioned is coal. The new rule establishes emissions guidelines for states to use when developing plans to limit CO2 at their coal-fired power plants. Specifically, the rule identifies heat rate improvements as the best system of emission reduction for CO2 from coal-fired power plants, and these improvements can be made at individual facilities. EPA Administrator Andrew Wheeler said that when the rule is fully implemented, quote, we expect to see U.S. power sector CO2 emissions fall by as much as 35% below 2005 levels. Finally, we are just under a month away from High Division International in Portland, Oregon in the U.S. If you haven't registered yet, there's still plenty of time to sign up. Just visit hydroevent.com. If you have registered, I encourage you to download the High Division mobile app, which is a great tool to help plan your time at the event. And I hope to see you there, July 23rd through the 25th. That's it for this edition of Clarion Energy News. I'm Elizabeth Ingram. Thank you for watching.